Hey everyone, welcome back. Today's video is a little different from the usual content on my channel. Instead of insights or breakdowns, I'm sharing my personal journey of building products. A quick intro about me: I did my undergrad at BizzBucket, and during undergrad, I built a startup called Qbox. It was aimed to improve English writing skills through competition. Just like competitive programming, where programmers compete to improve coding, similarly, Qbox user can enhance English writing skills with our competitions. I got selected among the top 100 students by the government and went to the United States for 15 days exposure program and was lucky enough to pitch my startup at Silicon Valley Bank and Tech Code Accelerator. It didn't take off, but it made me realize one thing. I love building products and startups. After graduation, I joined CGI as a software engineer, but I didn't want to lose touch with the startup ecosystem. So I started documenting my learnings and startup case studies in a blog called BizzBucket. No fancy setup, just Blogger, Google's free platform, and my evenings after work. In the first 6 to 7 months, I wrote about 60 to 70 articles, mostly about Indian startup business models, success stories, and pitching ideas. The traffic was small but steady enough to keep me motivated. I even tried Google AdSense, got verified after 2 rejections, but revenue was tiny, Indian CPMs are low, and I knew I had to scale smarter. That's when I realized content alone wasn't enough. I need strategy. I learned search engine optimization and how to design better user interface and user experience of my website, and eventually moved my website from Blogger to WordPress for better customization. Since I started giving more time around building website and content strategy, I didn't have time to write everything else around my full-time job. I started hiring paid interns through Intershala for quality content. Meanwhile, I tracked everything in Google Analytics and Google Search Console. One day, when I was experimenting with the startup failure article niche, I noticed spikes from certain keywords. Digging deeper with SEMrush and Ahref, I discovered a huge untapped niche: Shark Tank US products and businesses. So I pivoted and boom, traffic exploded, not just from India but from the US. That means higher ad revenue and faster growth. With better revenue, I expanded the team and doubled down on what worked. Slowly, BizzBucket crossed 100,000 monthly readers, all while I was still working my 9 to 5 job. Over time, I experimented with adding new content niches, coding simple games and Android apps to drive engagement, and diversifying revenue with Amazon affiliate, Ezoic ads, guest posts, and AdSense. That mix turned BizzBucket into a 6-figure monthly business. So what you can take away from this journey: 4 big things that I learned in 4 to 5 years of running BizzBucket. First, start simple. I began on Blogger with zero resources. Don't wait for high worth resources. Second, follow the data. Analytics told me what worked, not my assumptions or what I like to write or read. Third, stay flexible. Pivoting to different content niches or ideas by running data-backed experiments can pivot you in the right direction. Fourth, growth mindset. Always keep learning and remain updated with new trends or algorithmic changes. This was just a snapshot of my journey. If you like, I can do a deep dive video on how exactly I scaled BizzBucket, including my SEO strategies, team management tools, and growth hacks that worked. Until then, if you resonated with this story, hit like and subscribe and comment below what project you are building. Also, until next time, keep building and keep learning.